episode begins with Tund in his kitchen, staring at the fresh bag of hibiscus flowers on the counter. It's a new addition to his lifestyle, something his body is still getting used to, but he's determined to make it a part of his daily routine. The hibiscus experiment. Tund fills a pot with water, adding a generous handful of dried hibiscus flowers. The vibrant red petals begin to infuse the water, coloring it a deep crimson. He watches, fascinated, as the color blooms, reminding him of his own transformation. As the tea cools, Tund begins preparing his first ever hibiscus iced tea. He pours the cooled tea into a glass with ice, adding a squeeze of lemon for a refreshing twist. He takes a sip, surprised by the tart yet sweet flavor. This isn't bad, he grins, savoring the moment. Cooking up new beginnings. With his hibiscus iced tea in hand, Tund moves to the stove to prepare his OMAD meal. He's been experimenting with new recipes, something to keep the journey exciting. Today's dish, a colorful roasted vegetable and chickpea bowl with a tangy avocado dressing. As he tosses the vegetables into the oven, he pauses and watches them roast, the aromas filling the kitchen. The process is calming, almost therapeutic. Cooking has become more than a necessity, it's a chance to nurture himself, to fuel his transformation. When the meal is ready, he sits at the table and admires the vibrant colors on his plate: golden roasted carrots, tender cauliflower, and crisp bell peppers. He takes a bite, savoring the flavors and feeling proud of how far he's come. A moment of weakness, the camera follows Tund as he walks around his house, reflecting on the meal. It's been over a week since he began his journey, and while there have been many victories, there have been moments of doubt. He walks past his old comfort foods, chips and cookies hidden in the pantry, and for a moment, he hesitates. The familiar cravings creep back in. One bite, he thinks. It won't hurt. But he remembers the promise he made to himself. Tund walks past the pantry and takes a deep breath. Not today, he says, his voice firm. Lazy walking and gratitude. After his meal, Tund settles in for his lazy walking routine. As he paces the room, he thinks about all the changes he's made so far, the small victories that have brought him here. Each step feels like progress. I've come this far, he whispers to himself. One more step. One more day. As the music plays softly in the background, Tund feels a sense of peace. The journey hasn't been easy, but it's been worth it. He's not just walking through his living room, he's walking toward a new life, journaling the day. That evening, Tund writes in his journal, "Today, I made hibiscus iced tea for the first time. It's a small thing, but it's part of the bigger change. I also made a new dish, roasted veggies with chickpeas. I didn't give in to cravings today, and that feels powerful." It's not about perfection, it's about progress. He closes the journal and leans back in his chair, feeling content. The camera pans out as Tund smiles, reflecting on his journey. In episode 6, Tund faces a family gathering where old habits threaten to derail his progress. Will he be able to stick to his OMAD routine in the face of temptation, or will he give in to the comfort of familiar foods? Tune in to find out how Tund handles his first big test at a family event.